Hi there, Nicole Marchand from Eat Well Halifax, or Eat Well Nova Scotia. So I don't know about you guys, but there is so much information everywhere about the coronavirus and what we should be doing. And it's constant and it's in our face. And quite frankly, I find it annoying. I don't know about you guys. But really what I want to get at is exactly what we can do based on updated research to make sure that we have a strong and healthy immune system, especially in the event that we were to become or to get the coronavirus. So if we are tested positive, we want to recover. That's the main thing. So there's nothing that we can do outside of social distancing and washing our hands that will actually prevent us from coming in contact with the virus. So the idea is not, I'm not going to get it because I'm taking good care of myself. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, but we want to recover. So where is the research? What are we going to do to make sure that if we do come in contact with the virus that we can recover? So really, really simple things right away. We want to go outside. We want to soak up some sun. We want to get some fresh air. We need vitamin D. Eating a whole foods diet, so less ultra-processed foods, more whole foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, less sugar. Reduce your sugar intake. It is going to dampen your immune system. We want to reduce inflammation, so we definitely want to reduce our refined sugar intake, more whole foods, less processed foods. We need to prioritize sleep because sleep is so important for a healthy immune system, and we want to exercise daily. So those are just really, simple run-of-the-day things that we should all be doing. Now, when we're talking about supplementation, there's one thing about supplements and about viruses. It's that viruses, they act differently. So you can't say that this supplement is going to reduce my risk of having this virus, or this supplement is going to help get rid of this virus, because it is virus dependent. All viruses work differently. What we do know about the coronavirus is that the coronavirus is actually attacking our lungs. We know that. So what we want to do is we really want to focus on some of the supplements and some of the nutrients that are going to make sure that our lungs are really healthy and that we can actually fight off of this virus. So we want to reduce inflammation in the lungs. We want to boost our immune response to the virus as well. So just so you know, every supplement is not going to work for every virus. So all this information going around the internet doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to help you fight off the coronavirus. It's very, very specific. So what I am going to do is talk about some of the nutrients and supplements that may or are going to help us reduce or fight off the virus. And I have to say again, this does not mean you're not going to come in contact with the virus, but we want to be able to come out of it in a healthy side, and we want to fight it and push it away. So that's the main thing. So all nutrients work in different ways. So some of the nutrients are going to reduce inflammation. Some of the nutrients are going to stop the virus from replicating. Some of them are going to ensure expression of antibodies and of immune cells that are going to kill off the virus. Some of the supplements are going to, and some of the nutrients are going to make sure that the virus can't get into cells. That's another big one as well. So they all kind of work differently. So we can't, again, just say, okay, well, I'm going to take this because that's antiviral. Well, depends on the virus. So here are some quick supplement options. Number one, allicin. Allicin is actually a compound found in garlic. Use fresh garlic in cooking. Crush it, use it raw. Make sure that you're using a few cloves every single day. Now, allicin garlic extract is an antiviral, and it actually reduces the risk of upper respiratory tract infections, which is, of course, interesting because coronavirus is causing these types of infections. So that we know that garlic is specific to this particular virus, which is really, really amazing. So vitamin C is another one. Everyone takes vitamin C or talks about vitamin C, or we try to get it somewhere in our diet. Now, research is showing that vitamin C only works against this virus if we start taking it before we actually have coronavirus. Not saying we're all going to get it, but it doesn't work for us if we start taking it when we're actually diagnosed with coronavirus. That is very important to know, because again, we kind of think, oh, okay, well, vitamin C is really good for our immune system. That's great, but does it actually work for the coronavirus? That's only that's my dog. That's only necessarily the case if we start taking it before we come in contact with this virus. Now, zinc is sold out everywhere right now. I can see why. Zinc is actually proving to help prevent or help fight off the coronavirus. So zinc is incredible. It's important for a strong, healthy, I love garlic too, Ksenia. It's important for a strong, healthy immune system. If you're deficient in zinc, then you are at a higher risk of infection. And who's deficient in zinc? Well, people who take certain medications are going to be deficient in zinc. If you have low stomach acid production, so some medications cause that. If you're older, if you're not taking in foods that have zinc, if you have reduced ability to absorb zinc, you're going to be deficient in zinc. Therefore, your immune system is going to be a little bit dampened. So zinc is so important for the functioning of immune cells. That's what it does. It helps us proliferate and grow and help strengthen immune cells. Really important. Vitamin D is so important for the immune system. Is it going to help fight off coronavirus? We don't know yet. More research needs to be done on this specific vitamin, but getting vitamin D is really, really important anyways for an overall immune system. There's nothing saying that we shouldn't be taking it. Get outside. Make sure that you're taking in your supplementation as well for vitamin D. I usually say about 1,000 IUs per day. If you're deficient, you might even need more than that. Some other antivirals that are on the market that are likely being talked about, quercetin, black cumin, berberine, neem leaf, astragalus, all really, really amazing for the immune system, all have antiviral properties. Another one that I want to talk about is NAC, or N-acetylcysteine. This is not an antiviral, but it is a precursor for glutathione, which is probably the most powerful and the most important antioxidant that our bodies make, and that we want to also take in through food intake, or we want to take in the precursors through food such as cysteine, N-acetylcysteine being a precursor to glutathione or glutathione, however you want to call it. Now, NAC actually reduces viscosity of lung secretions, so it actually thins the mucus. So we have to remember that the virus is causing damage to the lungs. That damage is why we get all of the symptoms. So we're going to have mucus. I'm so sorry. Georgia, relax, please. So we're going to have mucus in the lungs, and NAC is actually going to help us thin out that mucus. And it's also, NAC is important for reducing oxidative stress. And when we're ill, we are at a higher risk for oxidative stress. So you want to make sure that NAC is somewhere in your supplement regime if that works for you. And then probiotics and fermented foods. I cannot talk enough about the use of probiotics and fermented foods. Now, COVID is actually attacking patients who have GI issues. And they're showing that people who have COVID are actually have reduced amount and reduced variety of bacteria in their gut. So we need to make sure that we are taking in fermented foods. I always say fermented foods over the use of probiotics, but if you want to talk to your healthcare professional about taking probiotics, go right ahead. Fermented foods, sauerkraut, bifidobacterium, and lactobacillus are like number 1 and number 2, so important. Kefir, kimchi, miso, wherever you want to get your fermented food from. We have to take care of our guts to take care of our immune system. I cannot say that enough. I'm pretty sure I say that every day. So other things you want to think about, iron and magnesium. I Just taking a really high quality, a really potent multivitamin every single day with a meal, and just ensuring that our food intake, as I've already said, is from whole foods, really rich in nutrients, very colorful, high in fiber, because fiber is prebiotics, which is really important for the health of our gut as well, and enhancing our immune system through taking in nuts and seeds and lots of vegetables. I didn't talk about all of the supplements, but I talked about a lot. Not saying go out and buy these supplements. Keep it simple. If you have any further questions about anything that I said, please let me know. I certainly hope that video is helpful and maybe making sense of what's going on with COVID right now. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely Tuesday afternoon. Message me with any questions, comments, any concerns.